said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And it's not as easy as you think on these 3rd and shorts when you know they're running the football to get a stop. And the running back falls forward, but a great job by the defense. Getting the tackle back, not letting him get the first down, keeping him short, and now forcing the offense into decision time. Do they want to go for it early, make a statement, create some momentum? Big stop by this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got the quick pass. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive line, but the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
The Knights have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his feet. Finds some fresh air. Still running at the 35. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Roy. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets the back moving. Try to get it to the edge. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. quarterback keeper. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, UCF! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Finding open areas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of the lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw again. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, Dave. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down. The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. That Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in stride at the 15. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get them isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Keeps looking downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to has to pass. Got his man to the
No
left.
way.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown Knights. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Sam Houston. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Out of the gun, the inside kick. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Calls his own number. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Hurricanes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on third and short. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Motion from the back. Maybe a double pass. Gets it out fast. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more in the board for that trip to the house.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of
Yeah,
pressure
lock in real quick.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Ah. Not Anna.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end.
Why everybody so like 6'5" and tall on this guy's team? Like I'd have never seen it.
A big play for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll try to kick a field goal. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Hey, look at this
It's
shit,
complete
dog.
to the right. And he's
Come
able
on,
to shed
dog.
one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And I
6'4", 6'5", 6'6". What the fuck? Come on.
My quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker. It's Cotton. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On the move, it's Farrell. Makes a man miss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that turning it on. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Looking for space. It's Hussein. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
I gotta win. Shit.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Caught over the middle. It's
What?
gone. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And they're able to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
We lost a nigga that don't put a ball more than 5 yards down the field.
Line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Just steamrolling the defense. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got to strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Now facing a third and long. Looking for the score.
Thank you.
He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. He's got him. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Wants to throw again. Setting up the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He wants to change this route. It's complete on the right side. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pressure coming. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Moving out to the right. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They punt it away on 4th down. Touchdown, Canes! Stealing a score on special teams.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed a spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 2 to BYU. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Got his hand. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle.
What the fuck?
He's got an open man.
Are you kidding me?
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And this quarterback
No
wasn't thinking
way.
about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to swing it into the...
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Touchdown Knights! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the...
EA gonna EA every time, I tell you.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff.
EA will
and
EA
that last
every
score
single
was
time.
a real buzzkill for this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25.
I might just have bad luck right now because they know where this nigga be.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. Just a little
What
bit
is you
too
doing?
much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a
What you doing,
shot.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field. You saw that right there.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Yeah, one time.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. They want to run this quarterback.
I called him.
The final play as the clock strikes 0 here.
Ain't no way I just lost that game. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I just can't overcome my own mistakes.